Howdy, I'm back again. Today I'm going to do that taste test between my partial mash East German Kottbusser against this one here that was sent to me by Barley Bob on Homebrew Talk. We all brewed the same beer, pretty much the same, except a lot of us added the honey and molasses in the recipe at different times to see which worked best. And what do you know? Forgot the bottle opener. Okay, so I've got two identical glasses here. They're kind of like just like the Guinness glasses without the logo on it. Walmart, 94 cents. Oops. I hate it when that happens. These have been in the refrigerator for months. Good thing it's old carpeting I'm getting rid of. Swimbo would be pissed. Gotta hold it up to the light till you start seeing silt coming up to the shoulder, then you stop pouring. It shouldn't be a problem if they've been sitting in there for 3 or 4 months. Kind of like a lagering cheat. And I'm gonna set that over there. I'm sick of trying to put that there, so I don't know which one's what, huh? Nice little bit of smoke coming out of there. And now we'll pour mine, which is sparkling like crazy as soon as you pull the cap. You slow down. Looks like mine makes head a lot easier. But beers give good head. Yeah. Oh boy, that's got a lot of carbonation. I don't know if you can see that, but boy, I was pouring slowly after I got that first finger ahead, and look at that son of a gun go. And if I remember right, hey, spit it out, bitch. Anybody remember that one? Okay, well, we'll just have to wait until that chills out of it. Okay, so you got a little look at mine, and here is Barley Bob's. Tried to pour it as carefully as I could, but it's nice, rocky, pillowy head of goodness on there. That's cool. And it's got some specks floating around it that sometimes the carbonation takes that compacted Trubin yeast on the bottom of the bottle and breaks it loose, and you can't help but pour it. I had one of my Hellfire Imperial IPAs do that. It had this big yeast cake of black death, creeping death, come to the top, which sucked because I lost a third of the bottle. Damn it, Beavis. Anyway, it's got nice carbonation. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little hazy, but that's okay. This does have a couple of pounds of wheat in the mash. And as I said, this is a really old, extinct East German beer. And the way it's made and the hops used and stuff like that, I'm inclined to think it's like a cross between something you'd see in the northern part of the Czech Republic or Poland, which is not too far east of where Kottbusser, the city, is that Kottbusser was made in. Let's see if I can get a smell. Not much of a nose to it. Of course, you're trying to smell through that pillowy head. Boy, look at that. That's amazing. Okay, got a couple minutes left. Anyway, So that's what it looks like. Let's give it a taste. Oh wow. Sehr gut. Huh. After both of these sat in there a couple months, it doesn't have so much of that tart kind of background thing going. You can still kind of taste a little of that sort of tartness this has, I think, which I think is a reaction between the small amounts of honey and molasses used. The grist and the yeast is just something, I'm not sure, we're not sure exactly what it was, I'm not either. It makes that bit of tartness, but it's rather unique to the beer. Some said that it was a sour beer and they're surprised nobody caught that. Well, we did. He's tasted mine and now I'm doing his just so y'all can see. And try that again. Wow. Clean, crisp. You could taste that it's an ale, but not a lot. It's more like one of my hybrid lagers, where you use an ale yeast like White Labs 029 Kolsch that has a sweet spot of 65 to 69 Fahrenheit, so you can make a beer with a lager-like flavor balance and that crispness on the back like lagers have. And since these have been in the refrigerator a good 3 or 4 months, that's got some serious lagering done. So tasting it the way it is now and the way, say, mine was, that we'll get to as soon as the foam goes down, it had that tartness sort of like a saison, and yet no, it was different. So, what a thing for 10:30 in the morning, huh? We'll get to mine in a minute here. Still got the old video card here, so I gotta be mindful of what I'm doing. These small memory cards are annoying. Okay, let's top off mine here now that the foam's finally gone down. Still got a little veneer head on it though. Oh yeah. Woo, upside down snowstorm. I think I poured a little yeast back in there, but it's hard to tell since it's sort of misty anyway. Now with Barley Bob's version here, yeah, it's starting to clear up a little. On that first sip, I got a little hit of citrus. Excuse me. We didn't use any citrusy hops in these. Yep, just a little tiny bit in the background. That's interesting. Because they use Saaz, German noble hops, stuff like that in a beer like this Kottbusser. So, here we go with mine. A little lighter colored, and it would have been a little bit clearer if I wouldn't have poured so close to the bottom. I got cocky. Just like the other one, you get a wee tiny bit of like a saison sort of aroma. And it's been holding that about half a finger ahead for several minutes while I downloaded the memory card so I could stick it back in the camera. And here we go. His tastes cleaner. A little darker too, I think. Let's see if we can. This is mine, and that's Bob's. I poured his a little clear. It actually looks nicer when it's clear like that. It looks like a Pilsner or something. But anyway, if they were both clear, the colors would be very similar, but I think his is just a tiny hair, like half an SRM darker maybe. And mine, just that wee tiny bit of Saison kind of nose to it. They both got it, but it's just real light. I'm not getting the that little tiny hit of citrus like his does. Mine's still got a lot of carbonation. It's still got some of that Saison-like tartness to it. A lot less than it did. But as I've said before on Homebrew Talk, the head is made from dissolved proteins in the beer. So if you use grains in the mash that have a lot of proteins in it, and you get good conversion, but you still use like half a Whirlflock tablet towards the end of the boil, you're still going to get a lot of head. Because as I said, it's formed by dissolved proteins, but it's only driven by carbonation once it's in the glass. Plus you have to give it a week or two in the fridge, especially with anything resembling a lager or hybrid lager like these. I'm starting to think that's what a Kottbusser is. Besides having wheat in the mash and a little tiny bit of honey and molasses added to secondary, I use Value Time unsulfured golden molasses. Real dark, but you mix it with water or whatever, and you get more of a golden color, like white, or as some people call them, gold raisins. So all in all, they're similar until you get to the fact that mine still has a bit of that Saison-like tartness, kind of like a real light sour beer. And Bob's here, I actually like that little bit of hit of citrus that has. This smells darker too. Now it's warmed up a little bit, you can actually smell it. Mine smells has a bit of that Saison sourness, and this one, it's kind of the same citrusy tartness, but it has a darker sort of aroma to it. I think maybe the molasses influenced his a little more in a different way than mine. Actually kind of glad I waited till now to do this test. I was drinking the snot out of that Kottbusser. I like that. There you go. It was the extinct East German Kottbusser. It took until 1526 in Germany before they stopped making it from due to the Bavarians and their Rheinheitsgebot. So, Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you next time.